Welcome to Firearms of America, and today I have the review of Springfield Hellcat. Now, I have just recently have been recommended to check out a Hellcat. In fact, I was told that this is the best subcompact, the best compact firearm that you can get. Let's find out. Let's do some shooting. This is chambered in 9mm. I have the extended mag. They have 3 versions of the magazine for this particular pistol. There is this 13 capacity version, which is, I have to say, it's very, very impressive for a compact pistol. They do have an 11 capacity, and the flat one, I believe, is also 11, only it is a little bit flatter, so it doesn't give you as much of the grip here, which is helpful because obviously the grip here is tiny on this compact gun. So let's put a few rounds through it and we will see what it can do. Now, because this is a 3-inch barrel, obviously 9mm, fairly decent recoil from 9mm. However, because it is 3-inch, I expect some jumpiness. Well, let's find out if I'm correct. I will try to get that orange circle right there on this side, the top orange circle. All right, see if I can get it. I like the sides on this already. Let me do 5 more. As I expected, this is pretty jumpy. And I think I do get a lot of the benefit from the extended magazine. So if you are planning to every day carry this gun, obviously you would probably want to prefer to have flat, without that extension magazine, so that it is smaller, easier to conceal. Obviously a little bit lighter too, because you are carrying 2 less rounds, which kind of adds up to the weight. Now, besides the jumpiness, a few things that I wanted to point out. The slide on this handgun is fairly tough. It is pretty tough to rack. I do understand why they had to put a tougher guide rod, a tougher spring on this gun, because obviously they expected more recoil from a 3-inch barrel, so they wanted to suppress that recoil as much as possible. And obviously all of the tough spring, the guide rod, adds up to the slide being a little bit tough. Let me put a few more rounds and then we will talk about the grip, the trigger, and the sides. Now, one pretty cool feature that I wanted to point out in this handgun is that it has a loaded chamber indicator. I kind of do like it. It doesn't take away from the gun, but it's kind of an additional nice safety feature to have. And as you can see, you can clearly see through this little hole right there that there is a round in the chamber. And I will show you after I empty it how it looks different, obviously, without the round being there. So let me try to get some of those flappy pedals. A little bit ambitious. Definitely ambitious, but I did get one very, very jumpy gun. Obviously, you wouldn't expect to shoot that distance during your self-defense. However, something for you to keep in mind. All right, let's talk about the grip. Now, one of the things I kind of wish that Springfield implemented here is a little bit more aggression on the grip. I think it is necessary here because it is so jumpy, because it is small. I think it requires more aggression. This right here is very, very smooth, very flat. It doesn't really give you that grip that you need to have in order to kind of hold it nicely. Keep that in mind, one of the things. All right, let's talk about the trigger. The trigger I do like, as you can see, because there are no additional safety features on this pistol, like a thumb brake safety, stuff like that. They did implement that pre-trigger that you can see on a lot of different pistols, particularly Glocks. They like to use that. So you do have that pre-trigger, which kind of gives you the sense that your finger is on a trigger before you actually put your finger on a trigger. And then you have about 2.5 millimeters of pre-travel, and then you have about 3 millimeters of kind of unsure travel, and then probably one and another one, and then snap. The snap is fairly crisp. The trigger feels pretty good. However, I do wish that there was a little bit less of those travel distances. Kind of makes it easier to adjust to the trigger when you have less of those travel distances before it actually snaps. Practice with it. That's one of the recommendations. Okay, let's talk about the sights. Probably one of my favorite parts of this gun are the sights on it. As you can see, it has not exactly a 3-dot sight system. It's kind of a 1-dot and then a U shape, however you call it. But I do like it. It's very easy to concentrate on the target, especially because the front sight, as you can see, is a different color. So it makes it easy to kind of put it in it. However, I wanted to mention that with this particular sight, it is also important to pay attention to the height of the sight. You want to make sure that the height lines up, not just the dot sitting in that U shape, but also lines up the top. Because there is no external hammer on this gun, striker fired, no external hammer, it makes it definitely easier to conceal carry. For everyday carry, I think this is pretty good. I will put a few more rounds through it, and we will try to come up with a reasonable conclusion for this pistol. I think overall it is pretty good. The best part about this pistol is, of course, the capacity of the magazine. I mean, there isn't really anything else on the market as compact as Hellcat with 13 capacity, 13 plus 1, so you have 14 rounds on you that you are carrying. Of course, that adds up to the weight, but because it's polymer frame, it is definitely on the lighter side, so all the weight that you're getting from all these rounds in your magazine definitely kind of helped to balance. All right, let's do some more shooting, see if I can succeed a little bit more with that orange circle right there. I really want to, so that I can be satisfied with my shooting skills for the rest of the day. It's very important to me. Yes. Yes. The last one, and I am very happy with that shot. So overall, I think it is a pretty good gun. As you can see, it definitely does require for you to get used to it. So if you're considering it, make sure that you practice on the regular basis. And one piece of advice that I wanted to throw in. If you are planning to carry this gun with a flat magazine, right, without this extension right here, which really helps, really definitely helps, because without this extension, my pinky, it would have been just in the air, so much less grip, really like 60% of the grip ability left without the extension. Make sure this is how you practice. Don't carry it with a flat magazine and then go to the range and practice with a nice extended magazine. Make sure that you practice the same way you carry your gun. It is very important. Overall, I do like it. The quality feels really good. The sights are fantastic. Probably somewhere in the top 5 of my favorite sights of all the sights that I have dealt with whenever I was reviewing stuff for this channel. I do like the slide. It is fairly tough, keep that in mind. If you're looking for a lighter slide, look a little bit some more. There is a Springfield 911 compact gun, lighter slide. There is 6-hour P238 compact gun, definitely much lighter slide than this. So keep that in mind if you're looking for a lighter slide. And of course, you already know, I already mentioned it, there is really no additional safety features besides the pre-trigger and of course besides the loaded chamber indicator on this. So keep that in mind if you like to have additional safety, thumb safety, that's not the gun for you. But overall, I do like it a lot. I think it's a great option for a concealed carry. And one more thing before I forget. The mag release works very well. Not ambidextrous, however, you can switch it and have it on the other side. They did it to make it lefty friendly. However, one thing they didn't think about is the slide release is only on one side. It's not ambidextrous, so really not much point of switching the mag release. Because yeah, keep that in mind. Overall, I do like the gun, but I think there are some of the things that Springfield can upgrade on it to make it even better. Thank you very much guys for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this particular gun. If you have any requests or recommendations for me, drop them in the comments below and I will try to address them. I'll see you guys in the next video.